got here around 12:15. It is good to be back here after being at Kings Island and Cedar Point for the past week. And there's some coaches here I'm intrigued to compare to some of the ones that I rode at those two parks. But before we get any further, let's take a ride on Justice League, see if I still got it in me, because I'm just coming off of my 2200th max score, which I got the last time I was here. So we're gonna see how many more we get on this, and we're gonna see what else we get on. So make sure you guys watch to the end so you can see all what happens. I swear, you cannot make this stuff up. I got another first try double max. The last time I did that this year was, I think the first time I was here after Hollywood Nights. So I had red and yellow car 2. I built the triggers on both these. I'm like, this is gonna be good. So that was nice. My friend Kate's here today. I was gonna be hanging out with her for the afternoon. She's up at Kelvin right now. So I'm gonna go up there, catch up with her up there, and then I'm gonna go get on Screaming Eagle since I'll be in the area. One thing I forgot to mention about my ride on Justice League, Joker was turned a completely odd direction. Like, he was facing to the left, which I'm like, Joker, what's wrong with you? So it was very odd, and as you can expect, it definitely didn't move. So that, and also the projection inside of Lexport wasn't working. So the effects on the track need some help. This is odd. Six Flags St. Louis has blocked off this pathway because they're restoring the Grand Ole Carousel, which I've got to go take a look at that because I haven't been here in a couple weeks. I'm intrigued to see how restoration of that's coming along. Anyway, I just got off of Screaming Eagle twice. First ride, I did the second back row, second ride, I did the front row. I thought the front row was better than the second back row for today because not only was the sense of speed nice and provided a good breeze because it was pretty hot out here, but I also found the airtime up front to be stronger than in the back. As for the comparisons I would make to the coach I rode on this trip to Screaming Eagle, there are two obvious answers. One of them is Racer at Kings Island, and the other one is Blue Streak at Cedar Point. I thought Screaming Eagle had more airtime than Blue Streak, but I would not say it had as much airtime as Racer. To the Boss and see how that compares to the Beast, because Cedar Point doesn't exactly have an obvious comparison to Boss, because Cedar Point doesn't have a large scale wood coach. The only one they have is Blue Streak. So we're gonna go down to the Boss, and maybe I'll take a ride on Joker while I'm over there, but I haven't decided if I'm gonna do that or not. I said I was going to do Boss with Kate after I did Screaming Eagle, which I did just do Boss, but Kate was needing to sit in some AC for a while, so we actually did Justice League, so she could pull up with it, and then we did Mr. Freeze and then Boss. Mr. Freeze I did second back row since we would be on footing the very back row, and the launch surprisingly wasn't disappointing like I thought it might be after riding rides like Maverick and Top Gun 2, both those having ridiculous launches. Then we did Boss second back row as well, which in the past I said it was brutal in that row, at least for this year. The ride sheet I had just now was actually not bad, so I enjoyed it. Since I haven't done Joker, actually, I might as well go do that, because I didn't do that last time I was here, and I kind of felt bad about it. So let's go pay Joker a visit. out just how good Joker Carnival of Chaos is. If you want me to be completely honest, it's starting to make a very strong case for the best ride in the entire park now. That thing is so good. I had a really good cycle on it, but I don't know. That thing is so good. It gets better every single time I ride it. Now I'm gonna try Boss in the front row because I did second back row with Kate, and I'm curious to see how the front row rides. In terms of how it compared to Beast in terms of roughness, I thought they were about the same for today, which is surprising because second and back I usually find it to be brutal on Boss, but not for today. So let's give it a go. Here's a view you don't see every day. They're taking the purple train off on the Boss, so the transfer track is sliding over to make room for the purple train to come out on its first transfer track. And then they'll pull it forward, stop it on the brake right there in front of you, right there. Then they'll slide it back over, and then they'll leave it on yellow train. So let's take a look at this train as it pulls out onto the transfer track. Just did the Boss in the front row, and it was really solid. I would say on par with my ride in the back, which isn't really saying a lot about the front, but rather how good the back was. The back was actually good today. I can't believe I'm saying that. So that's what I'm gonna do now. I think I'm gonna go try Mr. Freeze in the front, because I did second and back with Kate a little bit ago. Haven't done it since then. So let's see how the front is running on that thing. Would you look at this? A lot of the horses are in place, and man, do they look beautiful. I can tell Six Flags St. Louis has definitely put a lot of time and effort into making these horses look as good as ever. And I see there's an open gap right here. I don't know if this is because they're adding those chariots back where people could sit in if they don't want to ride on a horse, but if they do plan on adding them back, then that's pretty awesome. But maybe there's one on the opposite side that I haven't seen, but still, I think the chances of this opening before the end of the summer are pretty likely given how far they've come on the renovation of this thing. Taking a look from the other side, and I see the same gap right here, so maybe there are going to be a couple chariots that go in place, because there's nothing really hanging from the ceiling where there'll be horses, but maybe that's because they just haven't added those in yet, but I don't know. Other than that, this thing looks pretty close to completion. liked it better than my ride in the second back row earlier today. That also puts me at 75 rides on Mr. Freeze for the year, meaning I'm 25 away from 100 on this thing for this season. And I just found out that the Ace Event Daredevil Days has an hour of extra ride time on this thing after the park closes. So I could get my 100th ride on Mr. Freeze for the year during ERT of that event, which would be awesome. I'm not sure that'll actually happen. I might get there sooner, I might get there after. I'm not 100% sure, but still, I'm getting as many laps as I can on this thing while I still have it here.
I know, but you're in it.
Just got 2 4th-screen double maxes in a row, which is insane. Keep in mind, it's very hard to get a double max in 4th-screen at all. So the fact that I got 2 of them back-to-back says something. The first ride, I'm like, what car am I in? And then as I did so well, I'm like, I have to be in car 2. Because I didn't look beforehand. Turned out I was in car 2, and I'm like, yep, just as I suspected. No wonder I did so well. I was able to stay on a second time because there was literally no line, which is shocking because the park doesn't close for another few hours. Yet it was already walk-on. So the fact that I got 2 4th-screen double maxes in a row is nuts. Now I'm gonna ride American Thunder, and I think the obvious comparison for this one would be Mystic Timbers. Now, unpopular opinion, I actually prefer American Thunder over Mystic Timbers because Mystic Timbers, for the most part, rides like a family coaster for me. My most recent ride on Mystic was extremely lackluster, but my first ride on it this year was actually good. So I'm curious to see which way American Thunder will fall, whether it was like my good ride on Mystic or my bad ride on it. To answer my question as to whether my ride on American Thunder would fall in line with my good ride on Mystic Timbers or my bad ride, the answer is definitely the good ride I got on it. That was really good. Front row, red train, a lot of room, really good airtime on this thing. And to think I got that good ride on the inferior train, so I can't even imagine how good Blue Train will be running. All the taller rides here, so like Mr. Freeze, Colossus, Skyscreamer, Catwoman, are all down for weather right now. So I'm gonna try and get to Batman because I want to compare that to Raptor and Banshee, but I don't know if I'll be able to make it over there in time because as you guys can see, Raptor here is not looking the greatest. So hopefully I'm able to get on Batman before the weather hits. Off of Batman, did the front row on it because the front row was my favorite seat on the 2 Ohio inverts. That thing is shredding today. I think I like this ride more than the one at Six Flags Over Georgia because this thing has been consistently running with the same punch that Over Georgia's had in 2021 and 2023. So this thing is running so good this year, but I would not take it over the one at Six Flags Great America. That one is running phenomenal this year. Plus with the thematics that thing got, I really like that one. Great America's is my favorite back clone, but this is my second favorite now. on Ninja while I was in the area, and that ride is just so silly. I think the obvious comparison for the ones I rode on my recent trip would be Corkscrew, which I thought Corkscrew was okay. It wasn't the greatest. I actually preferred Ninja over Corkscrew, which I feel like is gonna upset a lot of people, because I know a lot of people think Ninja is one of the worst coaches out there, if not the worst. I personally have always been a fan of Ninja, so I don't know how many people agree with me when I say Ninja's better than Corkscrew, but I feel like there might be some people out there that think that. As I was going up the lift hill, I saw that there was definitely some rain in some nearby parts of the area, so I'm gonna try and make it up to Boss, see if I can get a Titan Track rain ride on it. I bet that would be absurd. So let's see if we can beat the weather up to Boss. With how the Six Flags Entertainment Corporation has been removing a lot of rides over the past year, it makes me wonder if Tsunami Soaker has given its last rides. I haven't seen this thing open all season, and it was down all last year too, so maybe this thing might be on its way out at the end of this year. And I also noticed that Spinsanity, the Six Flags app said it was closed for the season, so I don't even know why they would be closing Spinsanity this early in the year when it's only mid-July. Raining while I was on Boss, and it made for an absolutely chaotic ride. And Rookie Racer still going in this? I'm surprised it's still running it when it's raining this hard. I feel like those drive tires on the lift hill are gonna be struggling, but you never know. Anyway, I'm gonna see if I can make it down to Justice League, maybe do a 2-hour marathon on it, 10 my day. I don't know if I've said this in the vlog yet or not, but I am coming up on yet another milestone. And you're probably wondering, how are you already at another milestone when you just got one last time you were here? The milestone I hit last time was my 2200th max score. This milestone I'm about to get, assuming I do it on this next ride, my 200th double max. In case you're wondering when I got my 100th double max, I got it in August of last year. So I've gotten almost 100 double maxes in just under a year, which is awesome. So the next double max I get will be my 200. So let's get it. I don't know how I managed to pull it off just now, but I did get my 200th double max. I had a much less than desirable score after screen 1. I don't think I even had 600,000 after that screen. Didn't max the first one until mid-third screen, but I used a tougher strategy in screen 5 and barely got it. So I'm surprised I managed to get on that ride, but I'm glad I did it. My last ride puts me at 2,222 max scores. It's been a hot minute since my max score count has been all the same number. That marathon was long, tiring, but fun at the same time, and my day is now over. My final ride count from today was 24 on Justice League, 3 on Boss, 2 on Mr. Freeze and Screaming Eagle, and then 1 on American Thunder, Batman, Joker Carnival of Chaos, and Ninja. In terms of highlights, Joker was running absolutely amazing, as it always is. Mr. Freeze was running great. Boss in the second back was a nice surprise. I didn't expect that to be so good, but it actually was. And Batman was also running phenomenal today as well. And before you click on this video, please be sure to leave a like if you haven't done so already. Be sure to comment what you enjoyed about this video, and be sure to share it with someone else you may know. If you're new to this channel, like what you saw, please consider subscribing for more content like this. I'd appreciate you subscribing and turn the bell on so you get notified every time I upload a new video. I also have an Instagram account for the pictures I take whenever I visit parks, so you should check me out there as well via the link in the description. Thank you guys again for watching, and I'll see you later.